all of you, our trustees, friends. I want to thank you all for being here. And tonight we have, it's like a little tiny summary of the year board meeting kind of thing. It's all of about 10 minutes. And then we'll have the champagne and dessert. So just highlight them. So right now, though, I would like to introduce to you our county executive, Mike Hein, who is here to help celebrate the 3rd annual Cultural Heritage Week here in Ulster County. It is a program that is near and dear to his heart, as well as ours, obviously. And we're very happy to have you here. And we look forward to our continued collaboration with you throughout the year. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. First and foremost, thank you to each and every one of you for coming. I always tell everybody, there's a lot of places you can be tonight. I don't know that you can be in a better place, but there's a lot of places that you make choices. And this is a choice you make to really celebrate history in Ulster County. And it's pretty special. I got to admit, well, first off, I'm going to tell you, I will not be talking long, so don't worry. I'm not going to stand between anybody in champagne or anybody in carrot cake. That's not going to happen. But I will admit, as someone who was born and raised in Ulster County, I did not have the fullest appreciation of how amazing it is. As the county executive now of Ulster County, I still oftentimes am surprised as we uncover gems all around this remarkable place. History is definitely alive in Ulster County, and it's a very exciting opportunity to celebrate Cultural Heritage Week. We recognize it for 2 separate reasons. First and foremost, the educational component, to be able to pass on Ulster County's remarkable history, and so that our young people really can truly appreciate what we have. And secondly, and I think this is, again, just as important, we get to share it with the world. Not with just our neighbors, we get to share it with the entire world. Ulster County is remarkable. I was speaking earlier to Mary, and I said, I get up in the morning and I go for a jog, like many people around the entire country. But when I jog, it's in Old Hurley, because I live in Old Hurley. And as I walk, and as I jog, I get to see stone houses 200 plus years old on either side. George Washington must be very tired, because he slept in a lot of those places. I was a little concerned he might be narcoleptic. But that aside, we had this opportunity to celebrate this as a community, to remember it ourselves, to really embrace it, and to enjoy it so it comes alive. We're going to be talking about a letter from George Clinton to George Washington, here with us now. It seems almost impossible to imagine that it's right here. From my office, I overlook the Old Dutch Church. It doesn't get a whole lot more historical than that. I grew up in New Paltz. The cultural heritage that exists in that area with on Huguenot Street is remarkable. We were talking about the fact that I grew up on a small farm. And on that farm in Esopus, it was Sojourner Truth Freedom Trail, slab sides for John Burroughs. And I tell people all the time, if you're from Ulster County, that's not unusual. It's the norm. We have these treasures everywhere. And so we try to figure out what's the best way to do this, to celebrate it, to show it, to educate folks, but to also share it with the world. Now I'll put on my business hat for a moment. Sharing that wonderful asset that we have with the world is responsible for a $500 million portion of our economy. That's how big tourism is. It's up 12% year over year, because people come here and really get to enjoy themselves. I'll tell you something else. What the tourism people tell me is that people who visit a place for its history, for its culture, spend significantly more money in that place than any other kind of tourist that travels the entire world. And so we have some exciting opportunities in our community. I embrace it. I feel like the luckiest guy in the entire world. I get to be the county executive in a place as remarkable as Ulster County. I love what I do because of exactly that. I get to share it with people. And as I travel the state, I realize how special our place is. It's different than many places around because of the diversity of the history that we have here. Absolutely remarkable. And when I spoke